What's good YouTube? In today's video, I'm about to show you guys how to color grade. If you give me 5 minutes, that's all I need, 5 minutes. I'm gonna show you how to color grade. That's how easy it is. So stay tuned. Watch me work my magic and show you guys how to do it. Oh, and one more thing. Before you guys color grade, I suggest you guys pick a log profile to shoot. So in my Canon, I use C-Log. Sony has S-Log and etc. So, because if you try to shoot a regular profile, it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder to adjust the colors and all that. So, I suggest whatever device you're using, use a log profile. One. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is pick your footage that you're editing. I'm using CapCut, by the way. So let me do that. Quick. We'll just pick this one for now. So this is my footage, C-Log 3. No editing, no nothing. Just straight out the camera. Add it to my timeline. And you want to turn on your RGB charts. So basically, you want your shadows not to go over the 0 and your highlights not to go over the top. So you want to have everything in the middle. As you see on mine, everything is squished in the bottom. We're going to try to stretch it out. So we're going to add an adjustment layer to our video. So with adjustment layer, first I do my color correction in one layer. Then I add another one and do a color wheel correction. So color correction and a color wheel correction on the top. So let's start with adjustment 1. Click on the video. Go to adjustment. I go to basic. So here we have the temperature, the hue, the saturation, brightness, contrast, highlights, and so forth. So I pick my first adjustment and I start adjusting. So for the first thing I do is put the saturation a little higher, up to about 10. Next thing I do is shadows. As you see in the bar, I try to push it down a little bit. So bring this down a little bit and it should go down. There you go. Next thing I touch is the highlights. Try to bring the highlights up. Yeah, it's going up. But you don't want it that high. So wherever you think it looks good, because if you bring it up too high, it's too bright. So somewhere around there is good. Then some contrast. I don't touch this too much because it can mess up your image, but a little contrast is not bad. Put that right there. So this is color correcting it. Let's see the difference. That's how it is raw, and that's my color corrections. So then the next step, I go to adjustment 2 layer and pick the color wheel. And here is also the same thing: shadows, middle tone, highlight. Offset is all 3 put together, the offset. So if you want to do it at the same time, but me, I do it each. I do shadow, then mid-tone, then highlights. So looking at our chart with shadow, I just bring it a little more down because we're already almost touching the 0. Go to the mid-tones and try to, since everything is down, I try to push it up, the mid-tones. So push that up a little bit. That's good. Then I go to the highlights and push it up as well. And don't let it pass the top bar. After that, on the left side is the saturation of each of the shadows, midtones, and highlights. I bring that up to my liking. Let's put it
right there. That looks good. Now here, the middle tone saturation. If you put it to up, the car's starting to look blue. So I bring it down until that blue is gone. Right there. The highlights as well, saturation, bring it up. And then after I'm done with all that, I go to the offset, which is all of them put together, and I'll start pushing it up a little bit. And there you go. That's how easy it is. So I play my clip. That's how I color grade my footages. Real easy. Thank you for watching, guys.